if you understand the weight that comes with being a school leader, you'll also understand the responsibility that comes with it as well. Because the levels of accountability that you are going to have when you are a school leader are going to expose your character and your levels of integrity. What's going on, aspiring school leader? I am Dr. Donovan Smalls II, and welcome to Beyond the Classroom. I help aspiring school leaders land their first leadership role, navigate complex dynamics, enhance communication skills, and drive instructional excellence. I know you're enjoying this episode, but I wanted to let you know about my latest book, Beyond the Classroom, helping aspiring school leaders navigate interpersonal and organizational complexities for greater instructional impact. Now, this book is going to help you navigate the learning curve as you transition from being a classroom teacher to a school leader, manage your busy schedule and reclaim your time to effectively be an instructional leader, take a holistic approach towards school leadership, and increase your instructional impact by fostering a school culture of feedback and coaching. So if you are an aspiring school leader looking to be an effective practitioner, head over to my website and grab your copy today. Today, we are going to talk about 3 keys to becoming the school leader your community needs. Now, the question that's going to really drive our conversation today is, are you chasing a leadership role for the right reasons? And once you step into school leadership, or you're thinking about the idea of becoming a school leader, you might envision it as you stepping into authority, recognition, a title. And though those 3 things are things that come with the opportunity to lead, you are responsible for being a good steward over those things. So although school leadership is going to grant you a level of authority and recognition and title and prestige, it doesn't mean that you use those things as a way to weaponize other people. Why? Because at the end of the day, those things don't actually matter. In the grand scheme of the reasons why you wanted to be an educator, the reason why you want to be a school leader, the reasons why you actually want to create change in communities and within the school system and within your community is deep rooted, right? It has nothing necessarily to do with authority or recognition or title. And so I want to challenge you to think about this question. Are you chasing a leadership role for the right reasons? Leadership is not about what you can gain. It's actually about the weight of what you can carry. Because school leadership is weighty. School leadership is exhausting. School leadership is rewarding. School leadership is complicated. But if you understand the weight that comes with being a school leader, you'll also understand the responsibility that comes with it as well. Because the levels of accountability that you are going to have when you are a school leader are going to expose your character and your levels of integrity. There are going to be opportunities in leadership because you are a decision maker to actually make decisions that are positively going to impact students and impact teachers and impact communities. And so the weight of responsibility that it comes with leadership is important, and it's important for you to understand that. This is not all about increasing grades, increasing student achievement. You are actually responsible for helping to change the trajectory of families, to help change the trajectory of communities, to help inspire people to be better than the previous generations that they're coming from. And so with that profound responsibility also comes a profound level of accountability. Do not forget your responsibility to drive change within communities. Now, as we get into our 3 keys to becoming the school leader your community needs, our first key is leadership is a call to service. So I want you to remember, leadership is a call to service. What does that mean? That means that You are responsible for prioritizing the needs of students, teachers, staff, and the community. When you prioritize the needs of other people, that means that you are saying that your particular needs are less important, that you are not doing this to increase your level of status. You're not doing this so that you can be recognized. You're doing this to actually help other people become great and exhibit who they are. And the way that you do that is by being authentic in your leadership. It is staying grounded. It is staying humble. It is serving other people and thinking of other people as greater than yourself. That's what leadership is about. Thinking of other people as greater than yourself. That's leadership. That's servitude. That's serving with a heart and a care and a profound interest in the lives of other people. So again, our first key, leadership is a call to service. Our second key is leadership requires a vision for change. Leadership isn't about maintaining the status quo. It's about driving positive change in your school and your community. So when you step into your first leadership role, you have to understand that the first thing that you want to do is become acclimated to the culture, become acclimated to the environment. Although you have some initiatives that you immediately want to implement, you also have to take inventory of what is already happening. How do you know what to change if you haven't been in the role long enough to see what needs to be changed? So gathering all the data that you need, taking time to take inventory of the environment, talking to people, creating relational equity is actually what's going to help you create and drive change and create the vision that's needed to drive the change. So you must have a purpose beyond your title. Nobody really cares about the title, especially people who are looking to you for leadership. Nobody's necessarily looking at you as, because you have this role or this title of assistant principal, that you are somebody that is untouchable, right? People want to know that you are able to work with them on a humanistic level. And so you have to have a purpose and a vision beyond your title, because without it, leadership becomes empty and unsustainable. There are going to be days, because leadership is so challenging, that you might question why you stepped into leadership in the first place. And if you don't have a vision beyond your title, if your vision is not rooted in your ability to help other people, rooted in your ability to create change, rooted in your ability to help communities, then when it comes on those tough days that you have, it's going to be extremely hard for you to see some longevity in your leadership role. It happens to so many veteran leaders that I speak with. It happens to so many novice leaders that I speak with, right? Wondering, do they still want to do this? Because of the challenges that come with it, right? And there are many challenges that come with school leadership that we won't get into in this video. However, you have to have a deep-rooted understanding of who you are beyond the title. When you do, that's when your vision is going to sustain you. I know you're enjoying this episode, but I wanted to let you know about my latest book, Beyond the Classroom, helping aspiring school leaders navigate interpersonal and organizational complexities for greater instructional impact. Now, this book is going to help you navigate the learning curve as you transition from being a classroom teacher to a school leader, manage your busy schedule and reclaim your time to effectively be an instructional leader, take a holistic approach towards school leadership, and increase your instructional impact by fostering a school culture of feedback and coaching. So if you are an aspiring school leader looking to be an effective practitioner, head over to my website and grab your copy today. And our third key for becoming the school leader that your community needs is leadership is a responsibility, not a reward. The role is not about power or recognition. It's about accountability. You are responsible for outcomes, for culture, and the well-being of your staff and students. And so when you step into school leadership, this is not a reward. This is a huge responsibility that you now have to help other people get to where they need to be, to become better practitioners as it relates to delivering instruction, for students to achieve their dreams and their goals and aspirations through academic achievement. These are the things that you are now responsible for. This is not a reward for you being an excellent and phenomenal teacher. And although you are an excellent and phenomenal teacher right now, it is important for you to recognize that when you step into leadership, nobody is handing you the leadership role or the title as a reward saying, here you go. That's not what this is about, right? This is about actually people seeing, the hiring committee seeing that you are able to help move the needle forward with your building principal, with your assistant superintendent, with your superintendent, and we're moving things forward for the community. That's what this is about. Chasing leadership for status often leads to burnout, but embracing the fact that leadership is about accountability often leads to perseverance and purpose. You're going to need perseverance when you become a school leader. You're going to need to be rooted in your purpose when you become a school leader. You are going to have to find a reason for you to do this work because it is challenging. It is rewarding, but it's also challenging. And we know that some of the most rewarding things that we have ever experienced in life might have come from some sort of challenge that we've been through. And that's okay. That's just the way that things work. And so I don't want you to think that leadership is just this position that you are going to step into, that you are going to have this amazing title, and that everything is going to be smooth sailing, because it's not. There is an extremely rewarding aspect of leadership. You get to make a change within communities. You get to support and develop teachers. There are so many rewarding things about being a school leader. However, there's an extreme level of accountability and responsibility that comes with it that I don't want you to run from, that I don't want you to be unaware of. And so that's why I wanted to discuss these 3 keys to becoming the school leader that your community needs with you today, because I want you to be fully prepared as you step into school leadership. So before we go, I want to leave you with this question. Are you stepping up to truly serve, or are you doing it for personal gain? That's the question that I want you to ponder, and I want you to think about until our next video next week. I hope that you got something out of this video. I hope that it added value, and if it did, share it with somebody else. As always, I hope you have a great week of teaching, leading, and learning. Take care.
I love that you talked about mindset, because mindset is extremely important as you become a school leader. And so that leads us into our second complexity, which is navigating the learning curve, right? Whenever you are promoted to the next level in your career, you will always begin as a novice. So it doesn't matter that you are an effective classroom teacher, you have raving reviews from your students. Becoming a school leader is a different skill set. And so we need to start teaching aspiring school leaders that it takes a level of emotional intelligence and self-awareness to understand just because you got results doesn't mean you're going to get results here. You need to work at this. And so one of the things I constantly think about is the fact that the learning curve can be steep. As a teacher, I'm walking into the building with a set schedule. As a leader, I might have a set schedule if I'm planning properly, but it might immediately become obsolete as soon as I walk in the building. The learning curve that I had to navigate was I'm walking in the building with my bags on. Teachers are firing questions at me. I haven't even made it to my desk yet. How am I navigating that? With being tactful.